and today I'm doing a Q&A for daily bulletin, and it is a interview for them, and I'm going to be answering 6 questions about YouTube. These are my own honest answers. I'm trying not to offend anybody in these answers, but I'm going to be truthful with these answers. If you want to see this makeup look, it'll be up soon, but minus the lip gloss. That's why I covered that part up. But it will be up soon. I got my selfie stick, so hopefully it is working right, because I never used one. Well, I have, but not this one. As you can see, I'm in my bed because I am uploading a video to YouTube, which, again, the makeup look, it is also a collab video, so be on the lookout for that. But let's get on to the questions, shall we? I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you? I started doing YouTube one day because we were watching Graveyard Girl or Kid Behind the Camera or somebody like that. And Tammy was like, hey, we should film. So I was like, yeah, let's film. So that's how we got started. The channel is 100% mine. Tammy was just like the guest star of the film. But it was 100% me. I did all the editing and stuff like that to it. So, yeah. So that's how it got started. Is Tammy's like, we need to film, and so we started filming. I see myself making videos for a long time. I really like and enjoy making videos. It's not the money that I get from it. It's the fact that I like doing it and that people like watching my videos. So I try to push the limitations on my own self by doing them. Like this makeup look. I would never wear blue lips or blue eyeliner before I started YouTube. Or I did not know how to contour before, which I'm still kind of learning that, but I would have never done that regardless of before I started YouTube. So it's starting to open my horizons, starting to let me get out of my comfort zone. And I think it's making me a better person. And yeah. There were a lot of people that motivated me into starting the channel. Graveyard Girl, Kid Behind the Camera, Mel Beasley TV. But I guess the most important one was Tammy, because she's like, hey, let's start filming. And that was our motivation. She would be like, hey, we need to film a video today. Or I would come in her room and be like, do you want to film? And we sat there and we kind of started filming. And now I pre-film videos of what people ask me to film. I try to, do every video that people ask me to do. Like, somebody asked me to do a drama life. My life is not that drawing. That's scary to me. Drama life is scary because I can't draw, and I don't really know what to say about my life. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but I guess the motivating people was Misty Ray, is a motivator. Stephanie Makeabama, she's a motivator. When I first started channel, Johnny Depp, Johnny Tellez, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Johnny. I'm just, with this move, it's making me all jumbly, and the wedding's coming up, and it's like, you know. But there's a lot of people who motivate me into who I am today as a person than who I was back when I wasn't doing YouTube. Like I said, YouTube has made me a better person. So, being a YouTuber, you have to learn how to be out of your comfort zone. You have to learn to do new things and try new foods or new products and stuff like that. Like what I said, I would never do blue lipstick before I started YouTube. And now that I have, I kind of like it, you know. It's out of my comfort zone, and that's what I really like about YouTube. The community is awesome. You know, you do have your haters, but, you know, whatever. I'm over the hate. I'm over all the drama. That's why I keep my comments private, because I'm over it. I don't, you know, I can say something and I still get the backlash, you know. But there are people who are like, I just went through a big breakup. And there were people, like thousands of people, coming to me and be like, hey, I'm sorry about your breakup. Are you okay? Do you need anything? You know. And it's a bond. Like, they don't know me personally, but they're willing to, like, sit there and talk to me and make sure I'm okay. You know, make sure I'm not going to do anything stupid, or, you know, I'm not going to kill myself over some idiot guy, you know. That bond in the community is what I love the most. And sometimes you got hate, sometimes you got love. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you're in between. Like right now, I'm in between. I got a lot of subscribers doing the power of makeup. So, any beauty channel that's just now starting up, go ahead and try your luck at. I try, you know, people come to me and be like, how do I get some subscribers? I like, have you done the power of makeup? Maybe you should. That's how I got my subscribers. I'm not in it really for the money, but right now it does help because we are trying to get a new place. But yeah, just the community-wise, it's awesome. The way I deal with negative people is before I turned off my comments, I usually blocked them, removed the comment, and just moved on about my business. Because with being a fat person, you're going to get hate. You're going to get, even being a super skinny person, you're going to get hate. Regardless of who you are, what ethnicity, how big you are, how little you are, it don't matter. You're going to get hate. And everybody's going to try to eat at your skin, you know. They're trying to get under your skin. So I just deleted the comments because there's only so much people can take before they... I'm severely depressed. I got depression. You know, I'm fat. I'm depressed. I do eat my feelings, and I have been eating my feelings since I was 10 when my grandma died. But now I'm trying to struggle with getting out of that emotional eating and getting into something positive. Like when I'm depressed, write about it or make a YouTube video about it or something other than eating my feelings. But you just gotta look the other way. I mean, you gotta have a thick skin. You gotta take the negative and just block it out of your mind. You know, they ain't gonna say something that you haven't heard 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, they're going to be like calling you names that you've heard all your life. You heard in school, you heard outside of school, you heard at the grocery store, you know. Oh, there comes Sasquatch. Look how skinny she is. She looks like a Poe. Look how fat she is. She looks like Shamu. You know, it's... people are going to hurt you to the day you die. You know, let them talk. All it is a bunch of hot air coming out their mouths. They don't know you personally. They don't know the struggles you have been through. They don't know that your grandma died and you're still hurting. And it's been... you were 10 when she died. And you're still hurting because your grandma was your favoriteest person. And I know favoriteest ain't a word, but she was your rock, your, you know, basically your mom, because your mom worked 3 jobs trying to take care of the 5 kids that she was raising. You know, and your grandma was there for you for everything. And then one day she's gone. And that was the moment when we went to the funeral and they were like, I know you're sad, just eat this. And then you learn, well, if I eat, maybe it'll block away the feelings. And you bottle them up. You bottle your feelings on the inside. And you can't do that. You gotta let it out somehow. That's what I'm struggling with right now, is getting my emotions out. I've been hurt so much in my life. I've been struggling with this new guy, my friend I'm talking to. He knows who he is. Baby, I miss you if you're watching this, but I've been struggling with trusting him, because one minute I want to be with him and then the next minute I'm like, oh, he's going to hurt me now. And I don't want to lose him. But I'm kind of pushing him away because I know it's coming. Like, my brain thinks it's going to happen any minute. Oh, he's going to dump me any minute. He's going to, you know, I'm waiting for it. And every day that goes by, he's just becoming a sweeter and sweeter guy. But yeah, sorry, my mom just called me. I'm on my phone and it cut me off. But yeah, that's... dealing with negative people, it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I know I make it look easy, but this is the last question. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. And the best memory and experiences I have with YouTube is gaining my 50,000 subscribers. I've worked so hard. And I'm so appreciated. Everything. But I can say, like, that ain't my best memories. The best memories is just talking to the fans, you know, and getting to know every one of them. I know some of them are kind of mad because I can't get to them right then and there. I may not see your message for days because sometimes with my blindness I skip over some of them. But yeah, I just really enjoy talking to y'all the most. And I guess my favorite video of all time has to be the power of makeup, because I don't do makeup like everybody else, and you shouldn't either. You should do it like you want to. I mean, it looks the same regardless if you use a fan brush or you use a blush brush, or, you know, it's how you want to do it. Makeup's supposed to be like an art. Artists don't paint the same picture. So, with that in mind, I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye, YouTube. Subscribe. And I hope these questions are good to go.